Let me know when.
We're live, Ron.
Oh, we are.
You hear the music? Better late than never. But
Wow.
never late is better.
Technology.
It can mess with you. But
So,
hey, we're smarter than the technology here.
It's really nice of you to be here today with your wife Jessica throwing a thing at Trump tonight. And you
That's
came and showed
no.
up.
That's not. It's
tomorrow.
Thursday. It's Thursday.
Thursday?
Yep.
I know. I need to give her a gift card. I forgot to do that.
Yeah. Well, we know Red Rocks likes to support the community, so
Yeah, I forget. Well, tell Jessica I said thank you, and if you need anything, I'm there for you.
yeah, I appreciate
You
that.
need me to write? To tell you what, can you send me? And by the way, we just started right at it. How are y'all doing today?
Welcome to Table Talk, ladies and
Welcome
gentlemen.
to Table Talk. Because they could be out in lawn listening right now.
Yeah, they might be.
Right. Owner of Red Rocks Cafe, Ron, and my partner John is in South Park, and I have Michael.
And Dave Canales eats at that one down there.
And Dave Canales eats there. We got a lot of people eat down there. We got a
Yeah.
lot of people eat up here. I mean, it's a thriving shopping center in Birkdale and in South Park. But Red Rocks, Michael and I started this show about 26.
Yeah, it was like back in. You know what's crazy? It was like back in September, I think.
Yeah. So we started this podcast a while ago, and it's evolving into a little bit of everything. But obviously, with I want to do something to show the people that we are locally owned, and a lot of chain restaurants are in the area. And why go to a locally owned restaurant versus a chain restaurant? Because you can actually call me here, and I'm here a lot, and give me your advice. But
And free internet here.
yeah, free internet. We had a little issue with the internet. What's up with? So I was talking about Jessica's doing the Trump thing.
Yeah.
Which is Thursday.
Yep. It's a curativity charity event for St. Jude's Children's Hospital.
And Eric Trump's going to be there.
Eric Trump will be there.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. So unfortunately, not unfortunately. I mean, I'm going to miss the hoop group game, but it's for a good cause. Jess has worked really hard on the committee helping set this event up. We're sponsoring it as well, the company SoCal. So it's for a good cause, St. Jude's Children's Hospital. So yeah, we'll be playing golf all day out there in Mooresville, and then followed by a cocktail hour and a dinner, silent auction, which will be, I don't know if it's silent auction actually. It might be just regular auction, but it's going to be some pretty pricey gifts there.
Well, when you get a gift, I'm saying if you see anything I can bid on, like you like.
Yeah.
Like just
You want
send
me to
a
let you know?
pic- Yeah, let me know. Maybe
Okay.
I can get on a link. Sometimes they have a link.
Yeah, sometimes they do. Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Send me the link and I'll buy some.
Have you ever won something in an auction?
Oh, yeah.
Like what?
Well, I bought Edwin McCain to play at Red Rocks, and that was at Denny's charity event. And a few of us pitched in, but I had him play at Red Rocks. So that was
Did you already know Edwin McCain at that time, or is that how you got to know him?
I started a club called the Sunset Club with some friends, and Darius Rucker, Hootie and Blowfish, was one of my partners. And back in the day when they were basically, just Hootie and the Blowfish.
Just the Blowfish?
And Darius would come over he'd just call me. We didn't have Instagram back there or anything like that. He would call me up on the phone and say, hey, I want to play tonight at Sunset Club. And I said, what do you have to give? Just make sure all the people give us $20 a piece for the people helping out. And literally, I would call you on the phone. Like we talked about, because I saw Mike, this is a funny story within the story. Mike Salamona gave his phone number out last time, 704-904, blah, 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 blah. And I saw him, he goes, you gave my phone number on the thing. I said, back in the day, you remembered everybody's phone number like P. Fioretti, 704-231, blank, 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 blank. I remember his phone number. Well, I would call people up and I'd say, hey, Darius is playing here with Edwin McCain. Come on down to give us $20. It was cool as shit. And they would play concerts. And Brent, remind me, I have pictures of that for you. Okay, I can
It's
give
cool.
you a couple
It was cool as
pictures.
beep.
Yeah, so that basically,
So that was before
A Denny's
Hootie,
event,
before Hootie blew up.
so we were down there, and next thing you know, Denny's, he kept raising my hand. We got up to like 14 grand for this Edwin McCain to play here. He kept raising my hand, and I'm like, oh.
Wow.
I was like a guy that didn't want to pay the check. You kind of put your hand up. You really don't want to pay it. So I ended up buying this thing, but everybody pitched it. Denny was really nice, and a lot of guys that were there, we brought up here, and we had everyone play on the patio. And he also played for my birthday as well. So he's going to play probably this year for my birthday again. I'll probably do it again.
Nice. Yeah.
So, but what about you? What's the biggest?
I don't know if I've ever won anything in an auction before. I'm trying to think.
Well, you got to bid. I mean, you can't bid like $50 and leave.
Yeah, so
You like Chris Scott? Like,
no.
yeah, like $50. Oh, I think I'll get that.
I mean,
present.
I've bid on things. I just haven't won it. You know, it's like at a certain point, you're like, okay, I'm not spending.
Well, let's see if we like something, and let's bid on it.
Yeah, okay. I'll send you the items.
You could do what John Hondros does and bring it to the Christmas exchange this year.
Bring what? He brings the auction gifts?
I think he does sometimes.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people do. It's fine. It's worth money.
Hey, can you invite Kush this year to your Christmas party?
Kush, oh gosh. Yeah, could you imagine Kush at my Christmas party? We either get a character of Kush when he pops up, but I don't know. We have a gift exchange at my Christmas party. Basically, you have to have a $400 gift or more, and it's fun. And
Is it every time you tell this, the price goes up?
well, because everybody
It started out at $250,
goes,
then it's $300, then it's $325, then
what
it's
did you get this year?
$350,
Tell everybody what
$400.
you got.
What did I? It's a sore subject right now. It was a
What
Louis
did
Vuitton
you
wallet.
get? You got a Louis Vuitton wallet, right?
That now
That I
can't
can't
cannot
find.
be fined.
I can't find it.
What you should have put something inside that.
I know. Well, now I know, but it's got to be in my house somewhere. It's at 3 places. It's at the restaurant, which I called. It's not there. It's in the Uber. I called, said it's not in there, or it's in the trash, and I threw it out. Or which I went through the trash on Sunday night. I was digging through old trash in my garage, trying to find it. It wasn't in there, and now I mean, no one's charged anything on my cards. I've been checking. It's in the house somewhere. I don't want to go through the process of replacing all of my credit cards, or I have 3 cards. I've got a license. Luckily, I had an extra license in my house.
I've done this before, so just go, not just replace card damaged. I did it to everyone before.
Okay.
So go
Good
on
to know.
there, replace card damaged, and that way they don't change anything out.
Yeah, but what I'm most upset about is not the cards. It's my Louis Vuitton wallet.
What shoe did you get from?
Huh?
Who got that gift for you?
I don't know.
Well, I was the one that bought
Your
that
name
gift.
was on it. I don't know who bought it. I think maybe
I bought it.
Renee or someone
No,
purchased
I-
it for you.
no,
I mean, with
I-
your money. With your money.
No, I know. I purchased it.
You were like, it was your idea. Let's
It
get
was
it.
online. Yeah, it was my idea because I like sunglasses. I like that watches. They were,
But the thing is, I've never lost a wallet ever in my life. It's the first time. So, and of course, it's the Louis Vuitton one, and I'll find it though. It'll be in a year or so, but it'll be somewhere I never would have thought to look. I don't know how. I don't know how it happened.
do you have a housekeeper?
Yeah, but they hadn't been there.
Yeah, maybe call them. And I used to have to.
Well,
call
I
them
thought
Maria.
they came after I lost it, and I was like, okay, well, if it's in this house, they'll definitely find it. They're gonna clean up everything. They'll find all the stuff that's sitting around, and they'll put it out. And that didn't happen either.
The best story I ever had. I don't have any money anymore, but I did have back then. But Maria called me up and said, "Ron, Maria." Like she's speak. I could hardly understand her. She was like, "Ron." I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" She goes, "I find money in a suitcase, in the side of a suitcase."
Your housekeeper called you to tell you
Well,
that?
in Vegas one time, I hit a big.
Did you ask her why she was going through your suitcase?
No, she was cleaning. Long story short,
She cleans your suitcases?
no, she was moving suitcases around, and she found there was $15K in it.
There's probably $17K.
No, she wouldn't steal. She never stole from me. My point is like a housekeeper, because they look in different areas, you might want to call because I would always know. I used to hide money in books. Maria would always know where my money and keys are. And my ex, a long time ago, she always knew. And Renee knows now for sure. Like, I'll be like, I'll give you $100 if you find my keys. And now I have on your keys and that I have the thing you find your keys.
Yeah, I need an air tag. Do you have an air tag? Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest with
I'm
you.
going to buy an air tag. They're only $25. I don't know why I didn't put one in my wallet. But
Because, bro, make sure we buy him a Table Talk air tag.
a Table Talk air tag, nice. Yeah.
Get a sticker.
They
Put it on
make
top.
those?
Well, I'm sorry about your wallet. I mean,
I'm sorry about it, because you spent some good money on that, Ron, and I turned around and lost it.
well, we're going to, just so you know right now, I had a really funny story. So, we'll get you the picture. We're going to call Will in real quick.
Make me laugh.
And Will hit the Kentucky Derby.
Hey, make sure you're connected to Bluetooth.
Okay, let's
All right, so yeah, Kentucky Derby was this past weekend.
Yeah, and Will-
First of all, your horse Grande didn't even race.
Well,
I was looking at the standings.
the
I'm like, where did
cafe.
Ron? I want to see
No,
who
I had the
finished
cafe.
first. I know, but you had Grande second. And I was like, I wonder if I beat Ron. And my horse finished, I think, second to last or something, Flying Mohawk. And I was like, where's Grande at? And he was out. He had a slit in his heel or something. I don't know.
Why don't we call Will? Will went to the Derby, and he owned horses before. Why don't we see if we can get him on the phone? Will Wright from Malibu, California. Extraordinary friend. Hey, Will.
Hey, what's up, buddy? How are
We were just talking about our horse picks that we had
Hey,
this
you're on
week.
Table Talk, by the way. You might want to tell them
Yeah,
that.
how you doing, Will? You're on Table Talk.
Hey, what's up, guys? How are you?
Hey, man, how's it going?
How's the weather out there in California?
Good, good. How's what?
The weather.
Not great. It's been cloudy and raining for the whole week. Very unusual.
Well, yeah, we're sitting around. We picked the Derby. We just kind of did all the names, and I said, man, I like the Cafe, and I like Grande because it was like Ron Day, so Grande, but it got a scratch. And then the Cafe one, like, wow, that's got to win. And then you had, who'd you have?
Sovereignty, sounds like.
No, you had. I'm talking about.
Oh, me. I had
Mike.
Flying Mohawk.
Flying Mohawk. So tell us, I mean, we don't know because, and I saw, and please send a picture of you because I'm going to put it on CW. But so how did you pick the horse? What happened? You won the
I mean,
race.
the Derby's a race where anything can happen. You got 20 horses in the field. I think this year there was scratched down to 19 or something. But it's a huge field. Anything can happen. But handicapping the race, there's just no value in the favorite. I mean, you got 20 horses. You got to beat the 8 to win any kind of money. And I love the pedigree with Sovereignty. I mean, Into Mischief, the sire. This is his third Kentucky Derby winning colt. Which I think is either a record or ties a record for the most that any sire's produced. And then the mother is a long striding dam out of the Bernardini line, which gives you the confidence in the distance going a mile and a quarter. And she won, I think, 3 times in the mud. So it's the little things like that you pick out in the form that, with some decent odds, and you just take a shot. I mean, he had every chance to lose that race. He stumbled out of the gate. He got stuck, I think 15, 16 horses deep, 3 wide in the first turn. He still came back to win. So obviously he was much the best horse that day.
Did you also bet on any other horses, or do you just go pick one and go with it?
No, I bet Sandman too.
Yeah.
I just thought Sandman was sitting on a big race coming into form off the Arkansas Derby. It just didn't pan out.
Do you mind telling the people how much you won, or is that private information?
No, I have no problem. I bet 25,000 to win on on Sandman, and I bet 25,000 to win on Sovereignty. And I think it paid 178, 880 or 175, 880.
Did they give you cash or a check? How did they do that?
All cash, baby.
All cash.
Nice.
The track is all cash, no checks.
Now, was there how many? Was the whole group? Because I know I've been out with your group, fun group. Did everybody in the group have it, or just did everybody else was probably like Michael, like, well, I don't know about that. I don't want to listen to that.
Everybody was on journalism. I couldn't talk anybody off it, and that's kind of how it went.
That was a
So I
favorite,
was the
right?
only one.
Wasn't that the favorite?
Yeah.
That'd be Chris
everybody-
Scott. I really
Yeah.
like journalism. I wouldn't listen to a guy that knows the pedigree. I don't even know what you were talking about. You sold it to me right away. I mean, whatever that.
So you saw the conditions, you saw the mud, and you were like, Sovereignty's probably a good pick here because of the
Yeah,
pedigree.
and then also, journalism's a horse in California, based in California. He'd never seen the rain in his life. He ran a better race than I thought. I didn't think he'd be in the top 3. He came in second. And even Baez ran a huge race. I mean, he came in 3rd or 4th, another California horse that ran huge in the rain. So the California horses performed well in the rain, much better than I anticipated for sure.
What about that? They test a horse with that. I think it begins with a B. I don't know. They said that these horses were the fastest. Journalism and that Brexit, they were the fastest on that one speed test. Do you know anything about
Are you
that?
talking about the Bayer speed figure?
Yes.
Yeah, the Bayer speed figure is just it's just a number that they assign to a horse based on condition, running path, how much more distance did they run than the other horses by how wide they are in the turns, and it kind of just gives you an even playing field on how a horse performed, up against each other. So every horse gets a buyer for every race. So obviously the winner obviously has the highest buyer, and then it goes down from there, and then you use those numbers to handicap going forward. Based on speed figures. And I mean, there's all kinds of speed figures. I mean, you got the Ragazins, you got the thoroughbred numbers, you got equibase speed figures, you got the buyer. I mean, there's so much data and so much information now. It's almost become overwhelming to bet horses now.
Well, we had and I'm trying to get the pictures back in the meadows back a long time ago. We had racehorses, and what we did at the meadows is if Latigo Hanover or JJR or one of the I could name 100 of the horses.
Oh, God.
But
Put your silent on.
it's part of the show.
Sorry.
We would do the lap. So they would run a pre-race lap. So if it was 49.3 or 59.1 or 101.4, we would know how the horses, they do that in the Derby too or not? Like, kind of the speed? Like, do they?
Yeah, the speed in this race just set everything up perfect for the winner. I mean, they went first quarter in 22 and 4, I think, and then they went 43 and 110. I mean, that's flying. I mean, Citizen, you knew Citizen Bull was going to get to the front. He drew the one hole, which is almost impossible to win from unless you just get the horse out of the gate. Baffert sent him at a crazy pace, and, it just set up perfect for the winner.
Yeah, well, that's exciting. Hopefully, you're coming to Charlotte for the race, right?
I will be there 23rd, I think I'm showing up.
And hopefully we can get Denny to win that race. Maybe you can bring some of that
That'd be
cash.
great. I still haven't been there for a win yet. I can't wait for that day to happen. You know how big of a fan I am of not only him but just NASCAR in general.
Did you see what happened this week?
Unbelievable to have that feeling.
Do you believe in karma sometimes or not? Do you think karma has an effect?
Of course.
Well, Denny, because Charlie and Travis love Ohio State, and Denny, look, he loves Ohio State, but I've seen him be on the other side of the ticket there. But long story short, he did horns down before the race. Did you guys see that, Michael?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I saw it coming out of the introduction. I saw it. Yeah.
And then so what do you think happened? The old karma gods got him. The car blew up in lap 30. So, Charlie, I thought it was pretty funny he did that. Like, it was kind of cool. Like, because, he went to the Ohio State game, and obviously he loves the Texas fans, he told me, and all that, but it was kind of funny and how stuff can happen. So I don't think he'll be doing that at the Charlotte race. But
Well, wouldn't make sense to do that in Charlotte. Probably.
I mean, think about the Charlotte race. Well, it's 500, it's 500 miles. It's one of the longest races in the sport.
Isn't it 600 miles? Or is that later in the year?
Well, you know what? They changed it. Can you find that out, Brent? Or I don't want to fact check me, but
So it's not the Coca-Cola 600 anymore?
Yeah, that is May 26th. Yep.
600 miles.
Yep.
That's crazy.
So yeah, May
So you got a
long day.
a lot of changes. I've been out there the whole day, and a lot of things can happen. But hopefully,
So Larson's going to run in the Indianapolis 500 and then come back and run in the 600. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
That's incredible. Like, that is, I don't even know what to say. I don't know how these guys are conditioned for that.
And as old as I am, I did it with Robbie Gordon once. He ran the same thing. Robbie ran Indy and came back and rode in the Charlotte race. So the stamp, they IV.
Yeah, that guy's
to
a
hell.
beast. I mean, that guy does 24-hour runs in the desert from Tijuana to the Baja Peninsula. So that Robbie Gordon, he's unbelievable.
Yeah, he eats at Red Rocks. But either way, it's going to be exciting that Larson will be there. And then I heard it's your girlfriend's birthday. Is that true?
It is. Yep. The 26th.
And where were you last year for your birthday?
We were in Cabo last year. We had a big banger. 40th was a big one.
So she's probably not 40. She's probably 30. But so this year you're going to stay in Charlotte with me, and we're gonna take her on the lake or something.
Ron's got a pool. You got your pool working, Ron?
Oh yeah.
He works out by the pool.
There we go.
Yeah,
we
well,
can frolic while Ron's working out.
Yeah, there you go.
Have you seen any of the NBA stuff?
I have. Last night was interesting. It was interesting. It was, you rarely see two road teams win in the second round that are down 20. I mean, that was pretty incredible on both.
Especially against number one seeds. Both of them were, Oklahoma City is also number one seeds there.
I swear OKC was fixed or something, because I still can't figure out why he kept fouling at the end of the game there. I don't know what he was doing. Like, I've never seen it ever happen that way. 12.9 seconds foul. Usually they wait like 6 seconds to get a take foul. It was like foul, and he ended up losing. It was I never seen anything like it. Like, it was like, oh. And if you were a better over-under, it took it over. There's a lot of stuff that happened there. You know what I mean? Like,
it's just like I looked at a lot of accounts this morning and stuff from my buddies at Bet, and like, I mean, everybody had a good day yesterday, which I mean, I couldn't believe. I thought it would have got destroyed yesterday, but seemingly,
We had our parlay
you know,
wrong.
there was
Oh, how about
That's some
this?
good
How about
numbers.
this? Well, so I have a friend, Chris Scott, you know, and I'm thinking, he says, who do you all like in the parlay? So I said, I like the Knicks. And what you have?
Yeah, what he was saying was let's all pick up a leg and bet it. And I bet Jaylen Brown over 5.5 rebounds. You picked the Knicks to cover, and he picked Derek White to score 14.5, and it hit.
Well,
But Ron never bet it.
But my betting group, somebody would have put the bet in, and we would just Venmo. I was thinking I was going to Venmo him money when he told me how much
No,
he put.
no.
But you know, when you don't have friends, like he's not like me and you will, right? You put, hey, I put 500 on. Hey, Venmo me 100 if you want 20% of it, right? And that would be
Yeah.
it. But I really, in my mind, I was assuming that's what he did. But we won that parlay. It's pretty funny. Like, but he's
That's
like,
great.
Next time
so
you
then
know,
I
Ron.
asked him if he could, you know, kick me back anything for my pick, and finally I was like, you know, maybe he said he'd buy me lunch. I'm like, oh, you're gonna get my free.
buy your
picks
lunch at
anyway.
Red Rocks.
Yeah, Red Rocks, yeah.
You
That's
know,
how he
there we
operates.
go.
you know,
That's smart.
How I met Will was Hawaii was playing somebody in basketball. And me and Charlie and Luke was there. What's Luke's last name? Rockhold. He was the MMA.
Rockhold?
Yeah. So he said, "Man, I love Hawaii." They were getting like 14.5, I don't know, on the road basketball, and they ended up winning. Like it was like they ended up winning, and that's how we met. And then we went to the men's club, which is
I had him on the money line though. I think.
yeah, you did. Yeah, yeah, I remember.
Nice.
That's when we first met. That's how we got along. Well, we got along anyhow.
Yeah.
Going to the strip club helped out a lot too, but I wasn't there, and you weren't there. But we let Charlie go.
We're on CW, Ron.
Yeah, we are on CW. It's a family show.
Yeah. We wanted the kids to tune in and be able to watch this.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
All right.
Yes. definitely.
Ron had to think about that one. He was like, wait a minute, what?
kids,
Long pause.
kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you
Kids
got?
and betting. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll teach them how to bet. I
Hey,
mean, now
you
they
guys
have
love
DraftKings.
horsies, right?
What are you
Yeah.
doing?
These kids don't know enough about math.
Yeah, they don't yet. Yeah. We'll explain it to them
So
one
what
day.
about the Fires
Well,
now?
go open a racing forum. They'll learn a lot about math. It looks like Chinese numbers in there.
They might
You
learn
guys
quicker
are
than
looking
me
at
Maybe we'll have. Maybe when you come in, we'll have like a class for all the kids. Like
on how to bet.
yeah, we'll get
Okay.
free
Out on the lawn in front.
Yeah, on the
Gambling
lawn.
101, children.
Gambling 101 by Will Wright.
Yeah.
Yeah, and bring your
There we go.
dad's check.
Yeah.
For $1,000.
If he lost his wallet, just tell him to bring cash.
I see a
Yeah,
color
we got
book in
that.
the making.
We'll deposit the money. It's Will. What we call some name. You're a marketing guy. We'll call it, and we're going to send it out, and we're going to have it by the lawn. We're going to have you out there on the lawn, and we're going to do tabletop, and we're going to ask him
Let's
how
do
to-
it.
formulas for
Yeah,
the kids.
all right.
Just for kids, though. They got to be 10 and under. We got to teach them
10 and
how. Bring your dad's checkbook, or your
There we go.
or your mother's. It could be either
There
one.
you go. I like it.
But what are you doing for Mother's Day? You got plans or?
My mom's in Seattle. I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe flying her down or flying up to see her, surprise her for the day. I'm not sure yet. I'm in the middle of building a house in Montana, so I've been out there a lot. So,
Yeah.
we'll probably have to
Why'd you do that?
Make the time for mom on Sunday.
Why Montana?
Because it's beautiful out there.
I love. It's beautiful, and I love to hunt and fish, so it just seems like the perfect fit. And LA is a shell of itself. It's not the town I grew up in for sure.
Well, speaking of gambling, we have the hoop group this week. It's the playoffs, so we'll have some lines.
Yeah, am I going
on-
to see a game when I'm there or not? I'm dying to come to a game.
No, because
No,
I
you'll
think
be
the
over.
championship game's on the 22nd, so you'll just miss it.
Oh, so I'm just going to miss it.
Yep.
Brad, are you doing that championship game?
We're working on it. That's the plan.
Yeah.
Should
Maybe I'll
be.
fly
We
on the
should be
22nd.
live streaming that one.
Huh?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll fly on the 22nd. That seems like a game I shouldn't miss.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big one. Denny and his team think they'll be playing, but
You're welcome.
We'll find out.
You're welcome anytime, Will. I mean, and Michael has a real nice house too down the street from me. So, yeah, him and his wife Jessica.
Is Charlie's? Are they the number one seed?
yeah, they are. So they have a bye this week. Playoffs are this
Hey,
week.
maybe Jessica can make it. I don't bribe her. Like I think sometimes you think I'm bribing. I'm just like, she has really good bread. Maybe she'll bring us a loaf of bread.
She
over
could,
there,
yeah.
Because we have no food in my house. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, so the playoffs start this week. Charlie's team and it's Denny's team, but Charlie and
Charlie's
Denny.
team.
Yeah, and
Bullshit.
they have a bye, so then they'll play next week, and then they win that game, which could be us. We might be playing them, but got to get through the first round first. They'll be in the championship game on the 22nd.
Well, we need to
Nice.
beat
All
Denny's
right,
team, Charlie's team. We need to knock them out because humble is a big word. And I don't know, man. I love Charlie. He's my buddy. But God, I'd like to have somebody knock him off. It'd be good. And
How many have they won in a row?
well, Michael won 2.
I won 2 in a row, and then Charlie won the one last year with Browning. Their team did so. 1 in a row for Charlie.
He's not
Denny
a-
hadn't won one in a
Yeah,
while.
he's not a captain, Charlie. But what he did was made Denny the captain, and then
Well, Denny was already a captain.
Well, this is why though. You got to know the reason why. Because I know that.
tell us, okay, enlighten
I've
us.
been around this thing. Denny, if he's the captain, he gets to have Charlie. So if Charlie was there, he wouldn't be able to have Denny. So really, Cush should have got the number 1 pick. He was the worst player. That's fact. That's how we've done it every year. Is that true or false?
I don't know if Cush is the worst player. So,
But the worst captain.
well, the worst captain.
The worst captain should get
I
the
don't know
first
about
round.
that either.
No.
I don't know. He's not as bad as you think. His team's the worst this year, though. So maybe you're onto something.
Cush is a great guy, but he's learning, the skill of playing basketball. I mean, it's nothing bad. He hustles, he works hard and at his craft. But we have
How many teams are in this league?
7 teams. There's 3 games a week with 1 team on a bye every week. So games are at like 6:15.
And where do they play? They play at Denny's house?
Yeah. Yep.
then there's guy Art makes some lines.
Yeah. And there's
then,
lines.
And like Art will make the lines, and then we all play it on the board. So no juice or anything. You just play. I'm up a little bit right now, but I've been riding the average Joes. They've been, Michael's team can't hit a damn free throw. So I mean,
That's true. Or a
that-
3-pointer.
and they decided the team last time
Or
wanted to go
jump
get an
shot,
IV
or layup.
before the game. They got an IV before the game. So that was
That didn't work out well.
that didn't work out really well. But yeah, I would love to have you come out and we'll put some action on the. I mean, he'll take as much action as you want. So maybe
Well, I'm here to give it to him.
Yeah, but is
That'd be
that when the finals are? The 22nd.
22nd, yeah.
Wow, Memorial Day weekend.
Yep.
Well, that's wild.
I might have to come a day early, man. This-
Yeah,
this seems
I
like-
think the point was to wrap up the season before the weekend of Memorial Day and then the Charlotte race and all that. So
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, speaking of racing, with Denny blowing up this week, it was kind of a crazy race. Logano ended up winning, and it's funny how track position matters. And then within 1 second, you could, blow a tire, engine goes out, hit the wall, and Brian Blaney, he didn't start in the front row this week for some reason. He decided to go third. Do you see that, Brent? Because you watch it.
I didn't see that part. No.
Yeah, he went behind at the end. He decided to go behind Larson, and when he did that, he lost speed. And then McDowell ended up getting the lead, and then Logano ended up catching him. But it was a good race. It was a really good race. I'm excited about Charlotte when you're here and blah blah blah. But
What do you guys think about the championship going back to Miami next year? Is that a good move by NASCAR or no?
well, I think from a fan, I think every track is for different car, like Chevy, Ford. Traditionally Chevy's been really, really good in Phoenix, right? Denny used
Yeah.
to be until they got the new car, it seems like. So I think Denny is really good in Miami. A lot of the guys are good in that track. So I think changing it to around a little bit is helpful so everybody could. I mean, could you imagine doing it in Daytona? I mean, everybody has a chance, I think. I mean, give different people a chance.
I want to see it. I want to see it in Talladega.
Yeah,
they should change it every year. They should.
yeah, you need to go to that race. Well, I don't know why you don't go to that one. That's the
I've
one.
never been to Daytona. I've never been to Talladega, and that's got to change.
Yeah, Talladega would go. I mean, you're welcome to go anytime. But
Yeah.
that's going to be interesting going there. I think the big thing we have coming up too is the PGA tournaments here. So that's coming up in a couple weeks as well.
Yep.
And Rory has won that thing a lot on this track.
Paul Hollow, yeah.
Yeah,
He likes
Paul
Paul Hollow a lot.
Yeah. Have you played out there, Michael?
No, I missed my chance to 2 years ago, but I've been out to the event, like what was it, the Wells Fargo or the?
I could try to get you on there. That's not that hard.
Oh man, would you mind?
Truist Championship.
Truist, yeah. It used to be Wells Fargo. and
Well, I
then-
played in the Pro-Am every year for like 10 years. I mean, I met all the golfers and all that stuff, and they had a big party with the golfers and blah, blah, blah. But we had a good time, and this year the PGA's here, but I would take Rory. I don't know what his odds are. Even though Scheffler just shot 31 under, I would take Rory to win that thing.
Yeah, that's probably a safe pick. I like that one.
I
Yeah,
like
Rory's been playing on fire too.
what. So when do you go back to Montana?
I'm not sure exactly when, but I got to go at least one time before I come see you guys. Just got to pop in.
Where are you in?
pick out some
Like
stuff for the house.
what city in Montana are you?
I'm in Livingston,
Livingston. Okay,
right off. I'm about 30 minutes from Yellowstone Park.
nice. Beautiful out there.
It's a great
yeah,
area.
Have you been out there?
No, I got invited. I mean, I've never been out there. Obviously, now my situation, I'll probably go out. I'll probably go when Will gets his house done.
They're probably getting an influx of people moving to that area. Would you say, Will?
Yeah, I mean, COVID. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody that had money moved there, and
Yeah.
I mean, trying to build a house there now with all these guys in Yellowstone and Big Sky building these mansions. I mean, it's almost impossible to find contractors. It's the building cost there is more than Los Angeles, which is
That's
hard to
crazy.
believe.
Yeah.
Is it?
I mean, obviously the land's way cheaper, but the actual cost to build
Yeah.
equal or more.
Non-tax state?
No tax.
No
Yep.
tax.
Another
Another perk.
incentive. Yep.
Yep. A little different than California.
You ride horses? Well,
What's that?
are you gonna have a farm, ride horses or cows or anything?
I got 600 acres. Yeah.
Have you
We'll
ever have you ever cow tipped?
how about what?
Have you?
Have you ever cow tipped before? You know what that is?
Yeah.
Mike,
No.
you know that?
Yeah, I know what it is. When you, it's like a prank. You go run up and tip over a cow.
Believe it or not,
Oh,
when I was-
messed
cow, I think you said counter. Cow tipping.
yeah, you ever do that?
I've never done it, but I've seen some funny YouTubes on it. It's
Well,
pretty hilarious.
You know, I wish I had phones back in the day because of my old life.
I don't.
We had a farm, yeah. But we cow tipped. I mean, we cow tipped. I mean, you know, Mr. Kem would call us up like he would call me up at like 1 a.m. He owned an oil company, Chem Oil, and he had races horses at the meadows, but he had cows. Hey, Herbert, a few of the cows got loose, and then we'd have to go and chase the cows to get them back inside the old pen. You know, they'd like to get through that, but I would think you'd have some cows and horses and goats.
You're going to get in the horse breeding game out there, Will?
I won't be in the breeding game, but like
No.
all the horses that we send off the track that we send to, you know, foster farms or whatever, you know, racehorse rehabilitation charities. I mean, we'll probably keep more and more of those horses at my ranch in Montana when
Yeah.
it's done.
Do you have a name for your ranch yet?
Do not.
Oh, you got to come up with
I'm
one.
gonna put up a poll on Instagram
There
later
you go. Yeah.
before it's ready. I'm gonna when I have the nice sign made over the driveway.
Yeah.
We're gonna have an Instagram.
You got to
naming
get some
contest.
merch, get some gear, Ronnie,
I got
some
it
Ronnie
already.
hats
It's gonna
with
be
your
called
logo
Table
on it.
Talk. I have ranch.
Table Talk Ranch.
Table Talk Ranch. All right. I'll make the hats, shirts. I'll make everything.
Yep, you got it.
Table Talk Ranch.
Table Talk Ranch. It's kind of fitting, right?
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you coming on today, and
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Congratulations on the win.
And send me that picture of you
Thanks.
at Kentucky Derby so I can post it.
All right, I'll send it to you.
Okay, thanks a lot. You have a good day, Will.
All right, guys.
See you, man.
Take care.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye.
So, I think it's cool that you have a friend. You know, a lot of people say they win, but they don't win, right? And the guy, Pets, he's in the horse, but he's in a lot of stuff, but he's a great guy. But I don't know, Montana, his house, he's
That's
building.
awesome. 600 acres. Good for him.
Yeah.
I'm sure that win at Kentucky Derby is going to help with some of that contractor costs he's talking about.
Yeah. You know, people don't realize you pay tax in that, so
Yeah.
pay a little tax. You can take the cash, check,
Yeah, but
whatever.
I mean, at that point,
Right.
Still ahead.
yeah, still way ahead.
Yeah, you wonder if we didn't ask him about the other 8 races. Wonder how Will did on the other 8 races.
That's true.
I'm
That's
not sure how
true.
many races were before that.
I mean, he's not. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I can't speak
He,
for him.
he
but
did mention on how he bet the other horse had lost. So.
yeah, I doubt he's putting 25 grand on those. So, I mean, that's for the
did you
grand
see
finale.
Dave Portnoy's horse he picked was gray? He liked gray horses.
That was Sandman.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, I think Sandman was like one of the part owners of Sandman's, like this viral TikToker or influencer or something. So I know his odds started changing because all the people who were like following him on TikTok and stuff started betting on that horse. And
I
then-
was wondering. I saw the kid. That kid.
Yeah, he's like an influencer.
Well, maybe we'll have a horse. I wish I had horse. I would have horses.
We should get a horse and race it.
I would if I was in Pittsburgh for sure, because they're not that much. I mean,
Maybe we'll
Primus-
start with a donkey.
Yeah. You know what I saw? Midget horse racing. My friend bet on. They have
Midget horses?
ponies. Yeah, it's the craziest shit I've ever seen. And they were racing ponies. And
Were
it's
they?
show again. Yeah,
Yeah.
they were racing ponies.
I've never seen that, but that's not that exciting.
Well, Chris Scott probably bet it.
He probably did.
Yeah.
I'm sure he did.
What else we got going on?
Well, Mother's Day is coming up, Ron. What's going on here at? But by the time, on Saturday, so on CW, you're watching this on Saturday. Don't shut that.
I won't.
On,
I'm looking at the food.
on Saturday, on CW, people are watching. Tomorrow is Mother's Day, so luckily there's places like Red Rocks who can take care of you on Mother's Day.
Yeah, we have a limited menu on Mother's Day. It's one of our biggest days of the year. One of the days I look forward to, and even with all the competition, I think we already have 600-700 reservations. So we're looking really strong for Mother's Day. The one in South Park as well, Providence and Fairview. It's loaded up. I mean, my partner John runs that one. It's a good show down there. But we're doing a limited menu, few brunch items. It's a hard day, and it's really, the thing I don't talk about a lot, Michael and Brent, is we got a great staff. I don't say that a lot, but I love the people that work for me, and like Ray today, and Emily popped her head in.
Shout out Ray.
But it's funny about Emily. She usually gives us a cocktail.
Shout out Emily.
She hadn't got us the new drinks for the week, but they do such
It's a
a great
surprise.
job.
It's a Mother's Day
Mikey,
surprise.
I can go down the list of people. Angelo, 25 years. Kim, 25 years. The people that have worked for me and really care. And that's what makes Mother's Day, too. These people that are, the 7 hostesses and the 7 bussers and the 20 servers and the 20 cooks that are producing it. So, I always say please take care of the staff, because they're working on a Mother's Day, too, because they got to make a living,
Yep.
So,
Agreed.
but I got one of the items, penny pasta with chicken be on it, lobster ravioli. We'll have a filet on it. We got some chocolate cake. I just made some. I'm going to be making some mini cupcakes on Saturday. I'm going to give about 200 away.
Nice.
I like taking care of the kids on that day too. So
Well, Mother's Day is a great day. Shout out to all the moms. Thank you for all you do. You guys are the best. Keep the families running. Provide the love the
what's
families need.
Jessica and you going to do?
We're going to go to church, and then we will go to brunch.
You go to Peninsula Club or?
We're going to Northstone this weekend.
Yeah, they have. Oh, yeah, they have.
Yeah.
Country clubs have all that space for a buffet. We used to have a buffet back here. It's just not enough space to do what I want to do.
Yeah.
And people would complain because they'd have to wait, and so finally we did limited menu. But whatever we do, it's hard to do. So
Yep. So what would the world be without mothers? Everyone has one.
yeah,
We love the mothers.
my mom will be here on Wednesday. So Brian, if you're in the town this week, or Michael, or stop by the house, she'll be here Monday. We'll try to get her on Table Talk next.
Oh, it should be a
Tuesday.
good guess. Yeah. She want to
did
sponsor.
that.
She want to sponsor an episode
Next
Probably
Wednesday.
next Wednesday. Yep.
Next
Yeah,
Wednesday.
next Wednesday.
We'll change that sign behind us. It'll say this Wednesday instead
This
of every
Wednesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah. And we'll be on CW 11:30.
Yeah. So you're watching this on CW. Thanks for watching. We love you. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Anything else you want to talk about, Ron?
I just appreciate everybody supporting our show. We've had a lot of response. I mean, the numbers are growing.
It's growing.
And I appreciate it.
Yeah. NBA playoffs predictions for this weekend. It's Saturday. Today's Saturday. Pretend.
I mean, why don't we just say who's going to win
The series.
I still think Oklahoma City.
OKC. Yeah.
I think once it gets to the road, I mean, I think the problem with the NBA too is I think they said 45 shots Boston put up from 3.
Boston's going to win 4-1. I think.
I'm just saying they put so many shots. It's a different game now.
I do think that Denver will win the series. I think they're going to win in 6.
No way.
Yeah. They'll win. They'll win.
bet that.
They'll win 4-2.
No way.
Maybe game 7, but
They're
I think
against OKC?
yeah, I think Denver's going to win.
Well, I'll bet you on that.
Okay.
They're There's no way. We'll bet $5.
Then you got Minnesota and Golden State. That's going to be a good one. I think Minnesota's going to pull that out in 6. And then you've got Indiana and who are they playing?
Cleveland.
Cleveland. That's right. Yeah, they won the first
I mean,
game.
injuries are
Yeah.
affecting everything a little bit. You know, Boston doesn't have Porzingis, and they don't have. They lost what's his name 2 last night. They lost 2 centers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's affecting. And Cleveland has.
Cleveland will win in 7. Boston will win in 5. Minnesota will win in 6. And Denver will win in 7. That's
And
my actual prediction.
Why don't we shout at Jay White for his Lakers?
Yeah. Bronny James, baby. He took over.
Lakers are.
That was the lock of the year.
Yeah, lock of the year.
They look great.
Yeah, they did. Well, to another show.
Another one down. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there.
And I can hear this week, so you can play the song.
We love you, moms. Happy Mother's Day. Enjoy your Saturday. Enjoy your Tuesday
If you're
watching
out
today.
there in lawn, thank you for watching.
Yes.
Oh, that's the wrong one. How about
How
that?
about that?
Oh, we got to go to this. All right. See you guys.
What did you hit? That was kind of weird.
We'll save that one for next week.
Live at
All right. Bye, everybody.
Cafe every Tuesday or Wednesday at 1 o'clock. Table Talk.